review for the second Fantastic Four First Steps. No spoilers, of course. It really feels like the main point of this movie is to instill the sense of family, and I think it does a fantastic job of that, and a lot of it has to do with the casting. Everybody on screen really comes together to give you a genuine feeling of what it feels like to be a family, whether forged in blood or otherwise. And I really do think that each actor here fits well into their role, but Vanessa Kirby is a real standout for me. It's hard to imagine anybody else being Invisible Woman at this point. The movie as a whole is beautiful. I really like the retro futuristic look and how they kept that throughout the movie. It really feels like a part of that world and it feels genuine. It doesn't feel forced. But there are some visuals in here where I did have a problem. It's not the CG as a whole. We have the Thing on screen most of the time and he looks great. They have the Silver Surfer out here, and in some situations they do look really nice, but there are more situations more on Earth and not in space where she does stand out quite a bit. My main complaint there is definitely the baby. As you've probably heard before, it is just not so well done. As far as the story goes, I do appreciate them just kind of dropping us into a situation where the world is already familiar with the Fantastic Four. We don't need an origin story for them. I think we've done that enough times, so I do appreciate that. However, I really would have liked to see them take down maybe some smaller villains or antagonists, as there is more of a montage in that sense, where they're just like, this guy pulled up and got beat by them on this day, and on this other day they defeated this other villain. I wish we could have seen more of those situations play out as opposed to just being told about them. There are a few lulls throughout the pacing of this story, but this movie is quick to get back on track. It is really just taking out time to show them more bonding like a family and things like this, but I do appreciate those moments, so it's hard to complain. Ralph Ineson as Galactus is a perfect fit. This voice for that character, you can't do any better than that. When he first comes on screen, he's so imposing and so threatening, but I do feel like there's a drop off in that concern towards the end of this movie that I wish wasn't so much a thing, but I do feel like it's setting up for future things in the Marvel Universe, so I'll have to wait and see. And also a quick shout out to Paul Walter Hauser. A lot of the humor in this movie missed me, but his never did. This man is gold. Overall, good movie, 3.5 out of 5 for me, but let us know what you think. And for more nerd news and reviews, be sure to like and follow.